I'm scared. Oh my God.
Oh, you have the comic book that the movie that inspired the movie.
I did. I bought it in La.
Where we all met.
Yeah, wait, is it called La La Land or LA Land or La LA Land?
Hello and welcome to Losing the Plot, episode 3, Supergirl. I'm Anna Whitton.
I'm Olivia Stockmeyer.
I'm Natalie Wojtek.
I'm David Rubin, and we have our special guest, Kieran Wallach. Oh,
Yay!
yeah.
Hi, I'm
My
Kieran.
client! That's my client!
Also
Okay.
Olivia's client.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for being
Glad
here.
you're here.
I saw Supergirl twice. I thought it was really good. There's a few things I want to talk about, but I want to get your guys' opinion on the movie. Was it worth? Okay. I honestly, I understand the hate that the movie gets. I do, but I don't think it's that valid. I think the movie is genuinely like a good movie, and there's certain shots where like the CGI looks bad, or like I'm like, what the heck is going on here? But overall, I think it's a really good movie. And I kind of just want to address the elephant in the room. Like, I think we just get it over with. Let's talk about the needle drop. Do you guys know what I mean when I say the needle drop?
Middle.
Yeah. Mm,
Yes,
it's
yes, the middle.
The cover of Jimmy Eat World. Yeah.
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 I thought when I watched that first in the theaters, right at that moment, at the climax of the movie, that is when I was also climaxing. That was the best part of the movie for me, was that moment. And I thought the song was actually a really good choice. Let me
Okay,
explain.
defend
I
it.
can explain in a
Explain.
technical
Yeah.
aspect. In a story aspect, I can tell you why the song actually works. Okay? Because you have her emotional journey, which by the way, I don't think was done very well, but you have her emotional journey, and she's just like kind of hard. She's a hard person. She's a hard individual, and the over the course of the journey, she kind of learns to be more sensitive and to be more heroic and to confront um her past and Argo's death and accept Earth and accept her role as Supergirl. And I think that she's going from being like this like badass bitch to being this hero. She's still the badass bitch, but she's also this hero. And I think that that song is kind of like a sad emotional song because this is her like kind of hero side coming out that we haven't seen throughout the rest. I am so glad that, by the way, I think like James Gunn had a say in what song it was. I'm so glad it wasn't some like punk rock garbage song. If I had to watch that movie and there was like, and they were playing like, I don't know, the Cherries or whoever, what it was called, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They were playing like one of those bands, like a punk song or a rock song. I'd be like, wow, this is the most basic thing I've ever seen. But it actually took me by surprise. And I think it did really good because that was like the emotional song compared to a rough journey. And it's showing us and Ruthie that she's a changed woman. Like she's still ruthless, but she's pursuing good. I thought it was fantastic. I saw it again in theaters. The second time, I know for a fact, probably happened the first time, I got chills. When the song started playing, I got chills. I started tingling. I wasn't even Spider-Man, but I started tingling. And I don't even want to listen to the song because if I listen to the song, I'm gonna start to get emotional.
David, I love how passionate you are about this. I thought it was mid, you know, kind of like the song in the middle. I just didn't, nothing really clicked that well for me. I do love a story about female empowerment, don't get me wrong. But I've just never really been a big DC fan in general, but I did think for what it was really good.
May I say, I went to go see this movie. First of all, I did not want to see this movie. Okay, so I was already going in not feeling it. Okay, I get to my seat. There's this millennial woman sitting to my left and a child sitting to my right. Screen turns on. I'm seeing double the entire time. So bad that I can't read the subtitles. So I don't even know what the hell even happened in this movie. Anytime that something was far away, it looked like there was like five of them. Midway through the movie, lady next to me, millennial lady, keep in mind the kid's still sitting next to me. Millennial woman pulls out a blanket, starts jorking it. Middle of the theater, starts jorking it.
Respect, low-key respect. I mean, look, I do understand it. Like, she is a beautiful woman. So
David.
I do understand it, from I'm an understanding individual, but at least she had the respect to pull up a blanket. Sometimes that doesn't happen.
What about that whiny bitch Ruthie?
Is that the girl? The
Like the
yeah.
little girl.
I could not
Oh my
stand.
God, she was so
Wait,
annoying.
she wasn't that bad. Wait, hold on. Why?
I'm Nana, and I have this sword, and my dad is really good
Wait,
at
but
weapons.
My
they
whole
made
family
fun
is
of that
dead,
in
so
the
I need to kill
movie.
this guy.
I'm gonna seek revenge. I'm vengeance.
No, but they made fun of that in the movie, so it's fine.
She's
Also,
like
she only
10
said
years
it like
old. She's talking
twice.
about like stabbing this guy with his fuck ass sword.
I am Ruthie of the Yellow Hills.
Well, not even that. It's just like her character was just one dimensional and like
Yeah.
didn't do much for me. But what did you guys think, by the way, of the new backstory?
Originally, she's like born on Krypton, right?
Yeah, not on Argo City.
I thought it was like a great touch. I mean, I don't think it really changes anything. When Krypton exploded, like that's kind of when she acknowledges like the beginning of the end of Krypton. So it doesn't really change anything.
Well, then there was the sickness that happened like once Argo
Yeah,
City.
COVID-19.
Yeah, basically.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Krypton 19.
Okay, well, first of all, it was an enjoyable theatrical experience for me, but because the only reason it was is because I knew what it was going to be. I knew
A banging
female
movie?
female superhero movie directed by a male, and
He does
I
a
knew
lot of female movies, by the way. He like mainly does that.
that
Wait, did he do Wonder Woman?
I think the
No, he
writer
didn't do
did.
Wonder
I was
Woman.
like mixing them
Oh,
up.
okay.
Oh, but the writer
Wonder
was a
Woman was
woman.
also terrible, but
Wonder
that might
Woman
have just
was
been Gal Gadot.
terrible? Wait, the first one?
the first
Yeah,
one,
but that might have just been Gal
Nah,
Gadot.
nah, nah, nah. Y'all are doing too much now. Y'all are doing too much.
thing about the
Like,
first one is like she's supposed to be that like way. But then when it keeps going and she's like, Kal-El, no, and is like a terrible actress, like that's when it like that's when we're like, that's when everybody was like, but
And
like
enough
I enjoyed
champagne
Wonder
to
Woman.
fill the Nile.
Kal-El, no,
Hello,
no,
no.
that's stone. Anyways, back to Supergirl. David, I sent you a post that Supergirl was like the team was afraid of its own material, which I agree with. Being like in my internship and being on the team's side of female-led action movies and taking these films to studios and pitching them and everything, studios are afraid of it. And let's be honest, Supergirl did not do too well in the box office either.
I did
Um,
terrible. I did terrible,
yeah.
but I'll make up for it. I'll buy all the DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff.
But it touches on really like, in my opinion, like random things of like sex slavery, like that whole part, but also like it was cool, but also like not enough, like but also it didn't need to be enough. It was like a whole, they're almost like afraid, I felt.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but it's also like light-hearted PG-13. Like
Yeah.
they like acknowledged it that like they were using the women for breeding, but they didn't really go further into that because it's not that kind of movie. Like it's still
Yeah.
lighthearted, even though the character is like super violent. And actually, the ending is, I think it took all of us off guard. Like I didn't think she was gonna kill him, especially in in the original comics. She
She didn't
doesn't
kill
kill
him.
him.
Yeah.
Ruthie kills him like 80 years later or something. So I thought that was like a really nice touch. But at the end of the day, the movie was still like a lighthearted movie.
Do you think it
Yeah.
would have been a better movie if they made it like
Better
a
movie.
darker movie?
I think so, honestly.
Depends what you mean by darker. Like, do you mean like horror? You mean just like,
No, not like horror level, but I'm just thinking like maybe like the level of like the Batman. Do you know what I mean?
That's so like no, I don't.
yeah, but I don't think Supergirl is like, Supergirl is that like kind of like weird in between like Batman
Mm,
and like,
I guess I don't know because I didn't read
sorry,
the comic.
Supergirl. She's like in the style of Superman, but like her character is like ruthless like Batman. So like
Mhm.
I don't really know how you portray that very well, but I think they did like an okay job at doing that.
Also, I think Jason Momoa's Lobo is worth acknowledging because I thought he killed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna acknowledge that it was a waste of time.
Uh,
That was
Yeah,
terrible.
that
Jason
Like
was
if
horrible.
Momoa,
performance
holy
as
crap.
Jason as like Lobo or like him fitting in the like in the movie, like him as a
Like,
character.
no, him as Lobo is like
it's
fine,
Lobo.
like he's good, but like Lobo as a character in the movie, like is so stupid.
Didn't do much.
Like it was completely useless. Actually, what did he do? Nothing.
Like
He
like
smoked a
he didn't do anything.
cigar.
He's
He did smoke a cigar, that's true. No, he didn't even finish it though.
Was
He
it the
didn't
same cigar the whole time? Like he just had one cigar and that was it. And like
allegedly. We
one
never saw him
liner.
finish it, so he could be just smoking the same cigar. Yeah.
Allegedly. But he's been trying to get that role for so long, too. Like he's been like that was like his big one.
I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm glad he got his role. Now he can step on the sideline and we can get some actual characters in there. And I don't know if in the Kieran, maybe you know better than me, but like he must have like an iconic catchphrase because there was like two moments at least that like something would happen and he would go like, "That's how it's done," or like something like extremely cringe that does not go with immortal man who killed his entire people. Fraggin' Bastich.
Did he say that in the movie? I don't remember.
What?
I think he said something in the movie that was like so stupid. Oh, actually, did anyone else hear him call Supergirl tits?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay. I actually looked into that and he was saying the word dits. But I thought both times I saw it, I was like, he just called her tits. And I actually think that's pretty interesting because I'm like, that's very ballsy of them to include that. And okay, now we have like a sexist character, like a little more depth than what we had before, but
I mean,
no.
overall though, I like going into it, I just like allowed myself to have a fun time.
I
Like
was
So
done 20 minutes and I wanted it to be over.
What? The best part was at the end though, so I'm glad you
needle drop
stayed.
part and where she killed Krem.
Bro, that costume is so cool. Like
It
that
like
her
looked
costume.
better on her than it does on David Cornsweat. Sorry, Olivia. Just like
Yeah, I don't think a skirt would look very good on him either. I mean,
like
maybe,
I'm
but
saying
I
like
don't think so.
the House of
Correct?
L dress, like the
Yeah.
actual I think
I
looks better.
actually think that David Cornsweat was like a really nice touch to this movie. Like this that he was actually like a very I didn't know he was gonna be in the movie. Even like I didn't pay attention to his name in the credits. So when he came up, I was like, oh, Superman, what are you doing here?
Do you remember the scene where like Carl lands on Earth for the first time and like Superman like is like hi there and like he's so like quirky and I just like that's my Superman to me. Like I love
Aw, you're in love.
my Superman, as you guys all know. I like when he's like, why am I talking louder? Or like,
Yeah, that was really funny actually. That was like
yes.
probably the only funny moment in the movie.
But I like them developing the relationship between the two going into Man of Tomorrow and like hopefully we see more between the two.
Yeah, I think I definitely
I
want to see
agree.
more of Supergirl. She's a very interesting character, I think.
Like I remember I don't know if you guys saw like the posters for the movie like the in teaser posters like last year when they came out like the motto or tagline for Superman on the poster was look up and then for Supergirl it was look out and I thought it was
Yeah.
like
Oh.
dynamic and just like yeah I don't know.
That's good. That's good.
Also
That
in the movie, they had people hitting on her in the movie. Like it happened twice.
Yeah, because she's hot.
I agree. I hate movies where people are peeing and I can hear them. It's actually disgusting. It makes me want to vomit. This was like the first movie that I watched where somebody was peeing and I laughed out loud. And I did not get uncomfortable by the sound of piss.
When she got jump scared in the ship that the little girl was still there.
Yeah, she was just like on the toilet peeing and I was like, huh,
that's kind
That's
of
what that
weird
means.
that you're saying that.
it's weird.
You liked watching her take a piss?
No, I didn't say I liked it.
He
That's kind
said
of
You
weird.
hesitated.
he said he tolerated it.
I tolerated it.
Mm.
I tolerate it. And I would tolerate it again, just so we're
On a
clear.
replay, that hesitation.
No, but I think this movie is like a great second project into the DC universe. They're taking a different path with it. They're taking a different path. And going from Superman to Supergirl is fine. Going from Supergirl to Clayface is
Hmm.
freaking stupid.
No.
That's no. That's
What are
stupid.
you talking?
Why is that like how?
You see the second trailer came out today.
I did, and I actually got super scared, and I don't want to watch it anymore. I don't
Wait,
want to
no, I
watch it
love
because it
it.
terrified me.
It's so tragic.
Oh, it's
Like,
so tragic.
oh my God. You gotta admit, it's so tragic.
Hundreds of millions of dollars of tragedy.
But here's what I think is they just gotta stop making superhero movies altogether.
Yeah.
DC, Marvel, I don't care. And look, I'm super excited about the Spider-Man movie coming out, but I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know if it's gonna be that good. Like, I think it'll be fun. But we gotta stop. We gotta
Why?
stop.
Why? Like people are not gonna stop watching superhero movies. Like
I'm
superhero
not.
movies have become the norm. It's like what
Yes, but
25 years. Like we love superhero movies.
we love superhero movies and they were so good and that's why we liked them. And now they're making Supergirl.
Well, I
We're
think
making movies like
the
this.
problem is people.
That's rude. That was rude.
So
I know I'm just saying like I think the problem is that the audience is so like acclimated to superhero movies. Like, the audience can like they want good superhero movies. They don't want mediocre ones. And I think that
Doomsday.
Supergirl is kind of like a notch below like good and like in the mediocre range. Like I love the movie. I didn't have any expectations. I thought it was great. Like I'm with David.
Yes. Yes.
Um, Milly Alcock as Supergirl, awesome, like totally believable as Supergirl.
She's Australian too.
Which is
Really
sick.
threw me
Yeah.
off.
And to compare like Supergirl, this movie to like Supergirl doesn't have like a good track record in general. Like the first Supergirl movie that came out with like what Helen Slater, like the one in the 80s, that sucked. Like, right? So I feel like this is a major improvement.
Have you
Um,
seen the show?
I
I have seen the
love
show.
the show.
Yeah,
Show's
I love the show.
Melissa Benoist is awesome as
Yeah,
Supergirl.
I did love Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I think she was super relatable because, like, the first time that you see her, she's on an intergalactic pub crawl for her 23rd birthday.
Yeah.
Like, that's so valid. I'm gonna be
She's
just
so
at a
funny.
normal bar for my 23rd birthday, but if I could go to an intergalactic pub crawl, I would.
She
So,
plays a very good drunk woman by the or
oh, she
person.
does.
She
yeah.
No,
was
she's a
like,
fantastic actress.
I feel like she can kind of play anything. She plays a Targaryen. No, Targaryen. Oh my God. I don't even know Game of Thrones
oh, the
actors.
Targaryen. Yeah.
Targaryen, yeah. On House of the Dragon. So I feel like if you can play if you have the lead on that show, then I feel like you can do anything. David, you'll like this. I liked how the script found a way to like nerf her because she's overpowered because she's like Kryptonian. Like
Yeah.
like her getting drunk on like planets with a red sun. So she doesn't have her powers. And like the scene where she's like on like the transport on the bus and she's like talking to the bus driver, hey, like, is there like a yellow sun nearby? And then that whole like segment I thought was really well done. So
Every single moment that she has her powers, except for I think the end, you can find something like before that tells you that she's like not at her full strength. Like on like the barren wasteland planet, she was poisoned with a really strong poison. Then there was like the green sun, like she was just recently, and then she got shot with a Kryptonian arrow. Not even at the end, she wasn't at full power because she's ruthless. I mean, she'll kill anyone. So I don't know how they're gonna do that in like Man of Tomorrow or something.
or like maybe like David or Superman will kind of say like we don't kill people and then Supergirl's like, well, I already kill people, so bug off. I don't know.
Get this
Yeah.
guy in the writer's room.
Yeah.
Bug
I,
off,
I- that
man.
that's what I'm calling that.
Yeah, Superman has a lot of opinions about his cousin. Like, focus on your own problems. He was like, "Oh, come
Yeah.
back to Earth. Earth is your home." Like, bro, focus on like the 100 million things that are happening in your movie versus the one consistent thing that's happening in this movie.
Focus on your director not using the wide lens.
Exactly. What did you guys think of Krem? Because I actually thought he was a pretty fun villain. He was like psychotic, but he wasn't like he was very like childish and giddy, and I kind of like that.
yeah, I felt like he was also pretty ruthless too, like at the same time.
Like
Yeah.
of like Homelander because he's like his Homelander is very similar in terms of like personality and like hi like I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he's super powerful. Like they didn't really like showcase his power. He like caught a tank like one time, and then the rest of the movie there was nothing else happening.
Yeah.
I think
I,
it's like the way the director portrayed it. Like I think his movies they have like dark moments, but from what I've seen, like overall, I think the tone is more lighthearted. Whereas like I think they could have approached this in a much like in like a thriller sort of sense. Like that could have been, I don't know if that would work, but it could have been interesting.
Could have been cool. Could have been better to watch.
yeah, I don't think she needs to be like running around like I am vengeance, but I think she can like I think like the loss could have gone a step further. Like it stopped at a level. I feel like it could have been really, really devastating and really, really upsetting and really like just to add to her emotions. and bring that like badass bitch, as David says, level of her flying through the roof and all these things.
I will
Mhm.
say though, I'm glad they didn't kill the dog. I mean, I think if they had killed off the dog, that would have been a really big mistake. I really hope they don't lean into that because you can see throughout the movie Crypto is kind of her light, and if you get rid of that, then she basically has no reason to not turn into Batman.
Yeah,
So I'm
I
really
think
glad that they
that's
didn't.
probably gonna happen in Man of Tomorrow.
Supergirl would fuck Superman shit up.
I think like Crypto is like in both Superman and Supergirl was like a huge drawing point for people.
Hmm.
Like I feel like if you get rid of that, DC is like low-key not gonna be like people aren't gonna show up.
Yeah.
I actually have to make good movies.
Clayface.
Impossible challenge.
Oh my God.
It's still
Clayface,
Clayface.
box office bomb.
Um,
Here we come.
it's gonna do terrible,
I
but
was gonna say, you think Avengers Doomsday is a box office flop? Go see
Man,
Clayface and see what happens.
at least Supergirl had an identity. That trailer that dropped like yesterday, Doomsday, has no identity. It's just a bunch of characters meshing together.
I get what Anna's saying with superhero fatigue. I think that's really important to acknowledge of like people are getting superhero fatigue. And that's why I like Clayface is because it's a tragic story and making it dark and scary and rated R is absolutely the right way to go.
That's what I was saying. Like, I think the darkness is what's selling right now, especially with what we were talking about last episode with horror on the rise right now. Like people digging into like what's real, what's raw, what's dark, and that's why Batman, like the Batman, is still working. I think also. Superhero movie hot takes go.
Batman v Superman is a fantastic movie.
You're
Oh my
actually
God.
Even
messing. You're
better when you watch the Ultimate Edition.
Put the fries in the bag.
No
Stop
one
glazing
wants
this
to watch
movie.
a 3.5 hour movie. All right. I'll
Genuinely,
have this conversation with you right
I
now.
don't know about Supergirl because I low-key do like Supergirl and it's like significantly shorter than that. But Batman v Superman is much better than Man of Steel, Justice League, Superman 2025.
You're an idiot. Oh, this I genuinely like disagree with everything that you said. I think Zack Snyder is a terrible director. I don't think he understands the
No,
source material.
shut up. No. No, he's not.
Dude, the movie is so
Oh,
like no, there's no emotion from anyone, right?
no, that's the whole
Superman is
climax of
so
the movie.
fucking boring. He's actually so boring. Like literally, he's the most unlikable character in the movie.
The whole
Batman, like
climax is emotion. That's emotion. It's not like freaking Superman where it was like, oh, there's a black hole. That's where you're wrong about me, Lex. And then he like shines a bright.
yeah, I'm more human
I'm
than anyone. He's
I'm
confronting
human.
facts.
I think James Gunn paid homage to the shit on my toilet paper when he made that movie. He was like, how can I best mimic that? Don't put Peacemaker in the movie. He's gonna
Oh
be
yeah, he
so
wasn't. But it was funny. It was funny how they did it.
Wait, like thoughts, Chris?
he's gonna be in Man of Tomorrow
Oh,
though. The whole point is that he's funny. Like and that he's like rated R. And now we're just gonna freaking get a toned down version of him. Anyway, James
This
Gunn's
is what
know what
I'm
he's
saying
doing.
about
Hand me the
toned
studio.
down movies. We can't be doing this, especially in a dying genre. You can't tone things down. You have to tone them up. You have to tone them up.
again with Anna repeating things twice.
I knew it. I knew it.
I knew it. I knew it.
My superhero hot take, the Dark Knight trilogy wouldn't be what it is today without Heath Ledger. And just because of Heath Ledger's death is like one of the besides a big name like Nolan at the time, I just think Heath Ledger is the Dark Knight, and I think his death is the reason why it took off.
Bum 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 bum. You know the shot of like the penguin when you like when Batman flips Penguin's car and then Penguin
Yes. And
and
it's
the
upside down.
upside down like a bat.
It was so
So
tough.
if they did an upside down shot in Supergirl, would you guys be this excited?
No.
She did not have enough ore farming moments.
She
They
didn't. She only Loki, and she's so worthy of aura farming because
She
during that
did.
fight scene, holy aura, like I could feel it, and I didn't even like the
Yeah.
movie.
Kal-El, no.
Superhero franchises underutilize all of their women and their people of color.
Mhm.
Yes.
But that's gonna be Black Widow, how they nerfed her in that movie. And they have been treating her like shit for the past like 10 years and then they give her that as a consolation. My biggest gripe with Marvel is that they haven't made another Shang-Chi movie.
The problem is like superheroes got popular in like the 40s and 50s, and it was like run by like white men. So then all the superheroes are white men. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune back in for the Odyssey. Supergirl was an amazing movie. We all loved it. We all give it a solid 8 out of 10. We cannot wait for the Odyssey, and thank you for watching.
Ooh, and thank you, Kieran, for joining us.
Oh, thank you, Kieran,
for
for
having me.
Wow.
David, you don't have the Supergirl like
Dino Nuggets.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
I want to always repeat things twice.
Turn it up, don't turn it off.
Hello, no.